Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 64 of D&D Wyndburgh. As per usual, I am Commander Rod, your host with the most and your fucking DM, who actually wrote the name of the session wrong. I wrote 63 when it's actually 64, because I'm a dumbass. But that's okay. I already fixed that. It's good to have you all here. Thanks for coming. And let's say hi to our players. Say hi, players.
Hi, players.
Hi, players.
Hello.
Ha!
Extremely mature, professional D&D players, as we all know.
Oh,
Yes.
So, as we all know, we left off last week. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. We left off last week after a glorious victory against Wulgreth, the scholar of the first sin. And I'm very excited to continue our story.
Mm.
We have a mystery to solve.
Yes.
it looks like we have a mystery on our hands, gang.
Let's split up, please.
Search for clues.
So I vote Saltburg to be Scooby-Doo.
I was
Thalion.
about to ask, is it Thalion or Grim?
No,
Thalion
it's
turns around and goes,
oh no!
Like Soy Scoops.
like Zoink Scoobs. Like Zoinks Tilden.
Wait, would I be Scooby-Doo in all of this?
Would
Because I
you?
eat anything.
It's a funny alternative.
Yeah.
It is
Can
the
you do it in like a
funnier.
really posh accent?
In a really what?
Posh accent.
Mm.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Row, Raggy.
That's so posh.
I really had to
Mm-mm.
channel it.
You should. God, I wish you could do a Starion. I wish you could do him.
I probably could if I tried hard enough.
Mm. Oh,
Like, please
darling. All right. So,
Oh yes.
last we left off, we finished off the fight against Wulgreth, and you all ended up here together after figuring out your loot. And who else comes into this arena post the battle but Malvir and Kirith, who you all left behind at the previous camp? As they arrive, you see Kirith just sort of looking around. There's smoke here, there's ashes there, there's cracks on the ground, and you're all battered and worse for wear. And she just sort of stops and looks at all of you. Then her eyes stop on you, Ethel, and she goes,
Well, you look like hammered shit.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Voice morphing.
voice modifier.
I think I prefer you just doing a girl voice.
Was it
That was kind of
bad?
creepy. It was kind of creepy.
Girl Rod to be like.
It was just scary.
Tiny Valley.
I have image of Kirith in head, and it's Rod doing girl Russian weird Eastern European vaguely racist voice.
It's just Aaron's girl voice. Hello there.
Oh no! Please don't do that.
No.
What's your name? I'm Princess Zelda.
I'm now an anti.
Go around the edge. That's cool.
Go into the nest of bears with this baseball bat. Beat a man to death.
Oh, it's so fucking cursed.
All right, I won't use it for Kirith. I'll use it for another female character down the
I
line.
mean,
Okay. As long as we're able to understand what you're saying.
just try and put the dodgy Russian accent on it. It might help.
I mean, I did. Did it not
It
come
didn't
through?
very well.
Not really.
Kind
If
of.
I am doing the Russian accent whenever I speak with this one, does it not sound right?
Okay, that's a bit better.
A
Yeah.
bit better, yeah.
Well,
I think you
If
gotta,
you
like-
if you do it for like longer, like more than like 4 words in a sentence, it sounds fine. But
yeah.
if you just do like quips, it's just it like melts.
that's valid.
Oh yeah.
That's valid.
Rod,
Yes.
are you chewing gum right now? Did you bring enough for the whole class?
Did you bring enough for the whole class? No, I threw it away. I just threw it away.
I'm going to annihilate you.
I'm going to throw you.
See me after class.
See me after class.
F minus minus, see me after class.
All right.
Crazy.
Kirith walks in and she looks at all of you, holding back a laugh. And then she looks over at you, Etho, and she says, well, you look like hammered shit. What happened?
Where am I at? Oh, like I'm in front of the weird.
You're over here.
On the corner.
Right there, Michelle.
It's right there.
Michelle.
Don't see it, Michelle.
Oh, bumna.
Soda!
Well, Ethel, how do you respond?
I don't know.
Are you mocking me?
But-
Don't
No.
do that, okay?
That's very rude.
Yes, what Dale said. That is very rude, okay? I don't make fun of your hillbilly elf accent. Why would you make fun of mine?
That's brutal.
Wait, hold on. Question: Is Sylvania technically considered like the rural hillbilly of elves?
I don't know. What does that say about the
Yes,
world?
no.
What does it say about the world? Maybe I'm trying to say something here.
Oh no.
Rod hates elves. That's all I'm hearing.
True. I agree.
Yeah, I
Like,
need
how
more
you say
style of
nice
racism.
Fucking knife here.
Well, after meeting Ithilden, I hate elves a little bit more.
After meeting Caleb Grimbor, I fucking hate elves.
You do realize Narya is standing right next to you, and she's an elf too.
Excuse me, this is not an in-character
No
conversation. I'm gonna destroy you now.
I'm
She's one of them good elves. She don't count.
Oh boy, here we go.
Excuse me.
Malvir looks over.
I'm
Malvir
sorry, I
looks over at
promise
all
it
of
won't
you
get
and say,
political.
I
Re-alien.
have a friend that's an elf, okay?
I can say it. I can say knife ears.
racism.
I speak Sylvanian, I can say knife here.
There's other
I
ones.
wish they were actually useful, like knives.
Actually, I can speak Sylvan too.
Of course you can.
We're all very happy
What
for
was
you,
that?
Dale.
Sure, I could just turn it to Sylvanian.
But anyway, Kirith looks at all of you and she says, well, I guess I missed the party, huh? I was babysitting this one. She pats Malvir's head like a cat. Don't pet my head. I'm not a pet. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you're so small. Perfect height for patting. Sorry, is anyone going to tell me what happened here? Like it looks like it was pretty cool. I had to skip it.
You could have fucking used your help down here.
I wish, but who is gonna take care of the small one?
You know what? Next time, how about you go on the life-threatening battle, and I'll take care of Malvir.
Be my guest. I live for this. You, on the other hand, you die in places like this.
Ah, great. So nice for you to think so highly of me.
Dale, you are a fool, but you are our fool. So, again, what happened?
Where to
Wow,
begin?
one at a time. My goodness.
Someone's at my door.
In a cave?
All right. Grim turns to Kirith and says, "We fought a weird necromancer man
Yeah,
called
Mulgrith.
Mulgrith. It's the one that we saw the journals about." Guys, do you need like
Really,
5 minutes to get into it? Like, what's happening?
Well, I thought other people would pipe up, but I can talk if need be.
I guess I'll start yapping.
Thank
Go ahead.
you.
I mean, you're the one that killed the guy. I figured,
True.
steal your thunder.
So you killed him. Add another one to your ledger.
Yes, another one onto the book.
He's
You
very
see,
good.
one.
you see Kirith pull out a small journal and she starts writing on it.
Put it next to a Sarek the second time.
Does that count though?
Yes,
I don't think it counts.
it absolutely does.
I mean, a Sarek
I mean,
is
what's he-
still alive, so.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sure Wilgrith wasn't completely annihilated by that. I'm sure he'll find a way to come back and bother us later, but for now...
He wasn't a lich, though, was he?
He was a warlock of some stature. I'm sure he has some way of figuring himself out.
Rod,
Yes.
may I roll either like history or religion about Wolgrith's patron? See if there's any knowledge about that.
You may try. I mean,
Okay,
the
which
assumption
one?
that he's a warlock, that it's, it's
warlocks have
hinging on
patrons,
that.
so-
Well,
I remember I
the
got
assumption
rumors
being that
about-
he's a warlock.
Didn't I
True.
in my
We just said he was a
That was
spellcaster.
big.
I just made an assumption because I'm tired.
There you go.
communing with the eldritch god Balzu.
Hmm.
Would I could I roll anything for more knowledge about that?
Sure, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Hey, that's my thing.
Jake was at my door.
Why
So,
was Jake at your
14.
door? Ew.
Yeah, he wants to talk to Dad about the tree fiasco.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Wait, a tree?
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy,
So,
man.
okay, long story short, if anyone
Yeah.
wants some red
We can talk about this later. I got a 22.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
We'll talk about it during the break.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we kill Dale. Anyway, 22. Go.
On a 22, Dale, you can tell that there is a certain level of communion between Wilgrith and this Lovecraftian god. However, you're not really specialized in that sort of religion. You've heard stories of outer gods and rebellious gods that try and stand against the gods of the regular pantheon. You've heard stories, and when I say god, I mean, entities of such tremendous power that they are considered to be on the same level as certain minor gods. Balzu specifically, you have not exactly heard of it, like aside from the writings you read, but with the 22, the name does make sense etymologically. The naming convention of it is very reminiscent of other deity level entities you've heard of before. You do not seem to make a connection between these eldritch gods and warlocks.
Okay.
This is not a great old one.
Mm-hmm.
If Wilgrith was to be a warlock, he could have chosen a better patron
Right. Okay.
in terms of notoriety and pervasiveness.
Assuming he got to choose one.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
Well, I was thinking specifically, would Balzu would be if I could use religion to know if Balzu was known for resurrecting, reincarnating, puppeting around Wolgrith's dead corpse like a mannequin or a marionette.
I mean, you can try and fuck with the dust, but
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, your understanding of these eldritch gods is that they do discard whoever they use very quickly.
Gotcha.
Even if they do pay attention to those that, claim for their help or claim for their assistance or claim knowledge from them, they're not known for having favorites. They're known for considering, lesser life exactly that, lesser. So there's no sense of loyalty there. Whether or not that means they wouldn't resurrect Wilgrith, you don't know objectively or empirically, but you could make an assumption from it.
All right. So it's good to know. Can relay that with the rest of the party.
Well, Average patron. If he was a warlock, average patron business. I should know. My father is a patron, right, Saltbrook? And she looks at you, sort of like expectantly, sort of trying to get it under your skin for a bit.
Do I have a thing? Hold on. No, I don't have it. I'm just gonna give a side glance back at her.
Yeah, they make people do crazy things, like trying to kill their friends, right, Saltbrook?
You're still alive, are you not?
Not by your help.
Okay, princess.
Well, not by
I
my
already know
hindrance
this.
either. I didn't try to kill you. You attacked me first.
Yet.
Remember?
You didn't try to kill me yet.
I don't follow your father anymore.
Uh-huh.
I unfollowed him on Twitter.
It's X.
It feels like I'm missing something here.
You
Right.
are.
Long
You
story.
Not to
are.
get into it.
Right, so, and then as he's about to speak, Kirith just goes, "Oh yeah, I didn't tell any of you that because you're new. So, Naria, Orchimedes, this is Saltbrook. Saltbrook had a pact with my insane tyrant murderous father who wants me to die so I can go back to Avernus, and so that he could be like, oh, you're now the princess of hell and you have to stay here by my side so I can marry you off to some weird demon person."
Oh,
Oh,
Ugh.
demons do marriage.
I know how that feels.
But your dad is king of hell too? Are you my sister?
No, but I know a little bit about people wanting to marry me off.
Oh, this is juicy gossip. Ethel, you're elf too, and you're like from like you're from Sylvania. I'm gonna want to listen to all of this later.
Yes, later when we
Sounds
have
like fire ladies
time.
from a different noble house.
We'll do girls' night. You know, we can talk about it, braid each other's hair.
I roll my eyes.
I also roll my eye.
If anybody wants to braid my hair, I wouldn't complain.
You can have whatever hair you want. You can start off with braided hair.
Oh my gosh, that line, please be
If you,
canon.
It's the thought that counts.
If you need help with the braiding, give me a shout.
You can braid hair?
What?
You can't.
No, I don't
No.
have hair.
I mean,
First in line.
Very
dibs.
inconsiderate.
Wolfforge don't have hair. We don't know how to braid it. Although I do wish I
Right.
could.
Let's not spend more time down here than we have to.
yeah.
Solbrook has a
Yeah.
point.
Oh, hold on, my dad's home.
And
Rod
eventually-
will rise is funny. Hold on.
yes.
The oppressive aura of the
Shadowfell?
god has the Shadowfell has that dissipated or no?
No.
Okay,
No.
but Wilgret's
Absolutely
has. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
just clarifying.
how
Rod,
long have
question.
you kids been down here? Because I ain't sure how long I've been down here.
Oh, we got here like earlier yesterday. Yesterday, right?
Does time
Yeah.
move normally if you're here?
I
Here's
don't
a-
know.
Ask him
Hmm.
very concernedly, what's the last date you remember?
Orchimedes, give me a history check. Very low difficulty, but give me a history check. And Nadia, you as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right.
DC 74.
DC 300.
Okay.
Hang on.
Very low.
Oh, I have gone off.
What do we have?
16.
Okay. Today, wardens, for those of you who you got here, you got here yesterday. Oh, I wrote this wrong. Sorry. Today is the 9th of Tarshak. And you guys got here on the 8th. What was the result from your roll? Goes for both of you.
I got a 16 and Carolina rolled 23.
23.
23. Lena, you remember that the last date you remember was, it was the 28th of Kez, and that is, Tarshak comes right after Kez. So, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let me just make sure.
How many
I'm
days in a
counting
month?
them right.
Welcome to the age of
30 in
Aquarius,
Kez.
motherfuckers.
30 in
Okay.
Kez. So that is the 28th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You all hear Nadia say this date, at least for her. Orchimedes, you remember the 24th of Kez.
Right.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's like more than a week. You've been here more than a week.
Assuming that time moves normally here.
It does
well,
not feel like it.
I guess so.
Huh.
Feels
And
like
you're-
longer.
And you're all fine, right?
I think so.
They're the only ones alive in those tubes.
Like, so like what I think right now is that my character's sort of like checking himself out and patting himself down. Just to like see that everything's still there. Yeah, everything's still there.
All right. Well, we got here yesterday, and that was the 8th of Tarshak. And, unless time moves differently in here, which I don't think it does. Solbrook, you're the mage among us. Does it?
I'm not a mage, but perhaps I can weave a tapestry of my mind. I'm gonna give like a sarcastic. I'm gonna give a
Oh my
sarcastic inflection on that when I speak it.
Rare Saltbrook with wit.
Really, a sight to behold.
Give me Arcana, please.
That'll be a 10.
A 10. On a 10, Saltbrook, you have heard stories of certain areas of the Shadowfell having time dilation or compression, but those are very specific areas. There are very specific landmarks in the Shadowfell that are extremely hard to find, because sometimes you'll just enter an area and it loops in on itself, and there's no way to get out. But it does come with the added caveat of if you spend enough time in it, your soul gets fucked up.
So leaving is a good idea.
Again, I agree with Solbrook.
I guess.
But to answer your question, it depends. But we shouldn't spend longer than we need to down here.
Also, welcome back, Emmy.
Yeah.
Question for you, Rod.
Yes, ask away.
Would I have perchance?
Stop saying perchance.
Fuck.
Can't
No.
just say
You
perchance.
can't just say perchance.
Would I have perchance seen a teleportation circle? Where we came from. I forget the town's name now.
Hellgate Dell?
Yeah. Would I have perchance?
I'm gonna start doing it.
Would I have perchance seen a teleportation circle, a permanent one there?
Perchance.
Give me a history check.
Perchance.
Perchance.
You may roll a perchance check.
Yes.
He's gonna
I
add
rolled
that to
11
his
perchance.
Wait, is he doing it?
I rolled
He's
an
gonna
11
add that
perchance.
to his fucking page from now on. I guarantee you.
I'm literally doing it right now.
See, I wish there was like an extension for OBS that I could have my game log, our game log, show up like in the corner. It just doesn't work like that, and I wish it did.
You would not want it to, trust me.
I would, because then everyone could laugh at the insanity you do. There
Yeah.
is something I might be able to do. Hold on.
Good.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Perchance.
You could probably use like a window capture and just put that
Yeah,
on
I
there.
think I'm gonna
Stop
do that, but I'm
helping him.
gonna have a new one.
oh.
Because I normally would I tried doing it before, but it didn't work.
That's a nat 20 on my perchance check.
Because of course it is.
Oh,
Wait, how do
Oh,
you
that's a
name?
lot
How
of
do you
buff.
name your rolls on this one?
If you do if you hit a skill, you can go and
Oh, custom skills. Okay,
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what's going on.
Hold on. I think I can do this.
Just realize if I actually add the charisma check onto my mogging and riz rolls, then I actually have a higher stat. So hold on.
None of those words are in the Bible.
They actually are. You just need to look harder.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna put it
Now
here
we're plus 14 to
on the
mogging and risen.
side, so people can actually keep an eye on it as it goes. I think that's big enough. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's a fine size, I guess.
Skill issue check.
Should have covered that in
How do
basic
I-
check.
How do I roll it? God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it, you guys!
What the heck?
There we go. We now have our little game log there in the side, so people can see it. That's fun. It was
Yay.
stupidly easy, and I'm dumb. How did I not figure this out before?
Can't believe you didn't do that sooner.
I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. I'm a terrible DM. Anyway,
Yeah.
Saltbrook, on a 10 for your oh my god, I hate all of you.
You did this!
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chance.
On your 11, if I'm not mistaken,
Perchance.
Yes.
or was it a 10?
It was I think it was an 11. Yes, it was an 11.
Trying to fucking find. Okay.
Perchance.
On an 11, you do not remember seeing any permanent teleportation structures that you would have identified. Whether or not there was one that you couldn't identify, that's up in the air, but you did not identify any of them. However, I do feel like I have to remind you all, the portal through which Estelgorn went is still above you.
How
How high up is
How
it?
high?
It's
Yeah.
something like 30 feet above you. It's just like looking down
Interesting.
at you.
Oh, so it's not.
Um,
That's
Everyone on the
bad,
dragon,
actually.
one at a time.
I mean, I can just fly, so.
I can just do a thing that will get us up there. collectively.
I can fly as well. My tiny
Like a
wings
fucking
will
bird.
carry me there.
What are you gonna assemble, Orchimedes? What are you
Biting
gonna
my feet.
assemble?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really
so-
sorry.
It's
Do we
okay.
want? So as players, do we want to leave this immediately or spend the night?
I say, did we get our long rest?
We did get our rest.
oh, we
Long
did.
rest.
Yeah.
We did a
Yeah.
long rest at the end of last session, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to get us all out of this?
Yes,
Let's
Or-
get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's get out of here.
Rod,
Yeah,
would my rope
I'll wait
trick
to be
work
out.
for this?
No. Sorry to tell you.
Oh,
I know. I wish I could say
but
yes.
I could put it beyond.
Yes. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air.
50.
You know what? It hangs perpendicular to the ground, and you can climb up until to get to the top of the rope. Then you go into the extra dimensional space. But you could just use that to climb. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'd like to cast rope trick.
You all watch as Orchimedes produces a length of rope 60 feet long from inside of his pack, and he just puts it on the ground. And Orchimedes, show me the somatic component. Like, what is the hand movements that you're doing to make this work?
So
One middle finger.
It is a somatic movement, so
yeah, okay. Let me think for a sec.
I do the like two, like the cunt two, like the like that.
Doing jujitsus in the corner from Naruto.
I'd like to make it like super subtle that it almost looks like I didn't do anything.
Oh, are you trying to hide it?
No, just like as if it's completely normal.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
wait, you guys can't do that?
Business as usual.
You all just watch as this rope begins to stiffen as it rises up, it like the tip of it just goes up into the air and passes over the side of the portal, and it just sort of, the tip of it just sort of disappears. And now and you just see Orchimedes grab onto the rope and give it a good like couple of tugs, and it holds. I'm not going to ask. Are you sure that's going to hold my weight?
Pretty sure.
Would it hold your
No,
weight?
you still have 2 levels of exhaustion even after a long rest.
Oh.
If anyone's getting on the dragon, it's you.
I just can carry him.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I
It's
can carry him.
fine. Worst comes to worst, I have
Looks like you
I have
could.
a plan for it.
I can use help.
All right, go on, Archimedes. Pick me up.
I'm going to help Archimedes.
Stop
Wow.
biting my feet!
Is it Charlie?
Do I
Tiny.
do a strength
Okay.
check for
Yes.
this rod if I
You-
count as something bigger?
You don't, because Grim is large. He counts as large in terms of weight, but you both count as large in terms of carrying. And because it's willing, you can just pick him up.
Okay, gotcha.
In character, however, Orchimedes, this is by far the heaviest weight you've ever carried.
Yep.
This is half a ton of metal and petrified wood.
Mm.
And you just like put him over your back as like this fireman carry, and his arms just sort of hanging limply, and it's just like, oh, I don't remember the last time anyone was able to pick me up. Oh, my sister Hashmal used to do it, but she used it to throw me off of large structures.
Your sister.
Yes, she thought it was funny.
He's got a sister?
I
She's not a comedic
Yep.
individual.
Yeah, it's
Oh, she's a very angry
bit of a
person.
metaphor.
I guess if that's how you make bonds.
Oh, are you asking if it's a metaphor regarding the large structures? No. No. No.
Oh my god.
She used to throw me off of our buildings because she thought it was funny.
I can see that.
And I always wanted to make her happy, so I didn't protest.
Wow, that's dedication.
It's actually how I got this strong. You see, when Warforged come very close to death, but they survive, they get stronger.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That seems oddly specific.
Mm-hmm. See, we have this oh, sorry, I'm very tired. We have this legend about... Oh, actually, not a legend. I found out recently. And he looks at you, Ithilden. We had this legend about this, our prophet, Alpha Primus. And Primus is, you see, he's the first Warforged to ever gain sentience. And he stole the fire from the gods, and by gods I mean, and he looks over at you, Solbrook, he stole the fire from House Cannith, which I'm sure you've heard of because you're from Eberron, just like me.
Okay, Archimedes, take him up.
You must
And-
tell me more about this.
He was... Archimedes, stop it, I'm trying to tell a story. You can continue taking him, but he's just belligerent right now. You see,
Anyway.
he got tortured a lot, and that made
Okay,
him
you can
stronger.
tell us later.
He got
You
very
need to rest.
strong because they used to
He's not
torture
gonna
him
stop.
within an inch of his life,
Does he ever stop?
and then
No.
he got very strong,
Red.
very powerful. And
Okay.
Remind me to ask him again later.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
really gotta love family dynamics, huh?
You're telling me my dad wants to kill me just so he could have me by his side to be a wife to marry off.
Okay, princess, we get it. Who's next out of the hole?
That's surprisingly more common than you think.
Those two can't fly. We have another means to go up first.
Who are you talking those two specifically?
The group.
Oh.
Those who cannot fly or can't get up there by other means and climbing a rope should go first, because I can fly in the worst case scenario.
I
I'll go.
I can fly as well.
I can fly as well.
You can
Top
fly.
two to start climbing.
Malvir just looks over at you, Naria. You can fly?
Well,
Her eyes
flying.
wide. All right, if you people are gonna keep talking, I'm going to climb. She starts climbing.
I'm going to follow her.
Okay.
I
Don't
guess
look up,
I'll
bro.
follow them up.
I will mount Thalion.
Hey,
Kirith looks down at you, Ethel. You really think that's a good idea? He does not look like a dog anymore. Listen, it's your dragon. You do whatever you want. And she keeps climbing.
I mean, see if you
Come
can
on.
poke your head back down and tell me where this thing leads out.
All right. Ugh. She keeps climbing. As she reaches the top of the rope, she like looks down at you. No, not down at you, Archimedes. You're not there anymore. And she just like puts her arm up through the end of the rope, and her arm just sort of disappears. And just like, neat. She pulls it back, and then she swings herself into the big portal. A few moments go by, and then you just see her long white hair just like dangle off, and you see first her horns poking through and then her head. Everything's okay. There's nobody up here.
Careful, you can get stuck in those.
Stuck in what? Like the portal?
Go back up. Come on.
Yeah, it's happened to me. Trust me, it's not fun.
All right. You're
Happened to
all
a free wizard I
buskers.
once knew.
You're probably talking about Mochi.
I heard of a wizard who got stuck in one.
You're probably talking about Mochi. And she leaves.
All right. Wait, I'm the one that's next in line, right? So, can I just do like a flip and just jump into the portal?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
You go through the portal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
I guess I was next. I'm just going to like slowly and gracefully head up.
And gracefully, Mr. Squidward, and gracefully.
Is there any challenge of life that I cannot conquer with style and ease?
Steve.
You climb your way
Yes,
up.
well.
You make it through the portal. Ethel, how are you leaving?
I have a thing in my head that like Ithel has that very like soldier mentality of like first in, last out. She's going last.
Okay. That leaves you, Soltbrook and Malvir.
Time to clamber out.
Clamber.
I thought you could fly, and she's flying next to you as you climb the rope.
I don't need to waste the energy on it if I don't need to.
Oh, flying is very easy, actually. I don't get tired at all.
That's because you have wings. I have to cast a spell.
Yes.
Yes.
Got him.
You're not Sigma.
I don't know what that means. She flies
24
through.
on the 24 on a mogging check.
Never heard of that term.
That felt racist.
Good.
She flies through the portal. And
I
you
will
climb up.
Yes.
Ethel, as you're alone here in the Shadowfell with Thalion, you hear the inklings of a voice in your mind.
Come to you, and you will be asked to see.
I'll be asked to sing.
To see.
To see.
Okay.
See what?
See these nuts. Hey! Anyway.
I'm gonna do things to you of a sexual variety because of that.
I'm going to touch
Oh,
you.
don't make me live. We're still live on Twitch.
Consensually.
I don't think that matters.
We're still violating guidelines here.
Yeah.
Bro, I am in a different country. I am not getting there in the next 2 hours to do this on stream, right? I'm just saying. Come on.
Twitch doesn't know that.
Twitch really doesn't know that.
All right.
I'm gonna ban
Give
Twitch
like,
then. Okay.
Didn't stop
There's
me.
like one last good
Stop
look around,
Twitch.
and pats her boy on the neck and says, "All right, up and out."
You have no idea how much I've been waiting for you to say that.
What the fuck?
That's Stallion.
I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Who?
What? No. What?
Who?
I don't know what it. What
Peter.
is telling?
The Drake is here.
Yeah, dragon's here.
Are you gonna fly out with him?
Yes.
Okay. Did I?
Did you?
I did not. Okay. I thought for a second I fucked up and I deleted Hellgate Dell, and I was gonna be so mad.
That'd be pretty funny.
This song is familiar.
No.
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 It's just Squidward.
You all. I
Whoa.
need to make sure. Oh yeah. Y'all didn't see this. Where is everyone?
Wow.
Where is everyone? I'm missing like. I used detect person. I
Detect
guess.
Dingus.
I guess I forgot.
He forgot.
That's
I
fucking
forgot.
weird. I should. Everyone should be out here. I guess I deleted everyone as they were going in.
No.
That's fucking weird, but that's fine.
I had fucking steak sauce.
God damn it, I'm out of fucking steak sauce.
I have no idea.
What's happening in the background? Okay. You all end up on the outside of the wall.
Oh my god.
Saltbrook, you immediately recognize this because you were on the other side of the wall. You were on the inside.
Huh.
You recognize that this is exactly where the portal has pulled you out of. Or pulled you out through, I should say.
He's large.
Lord.
Morgan.
You're taller.
The first thing I want to do is look up at the nice, clear blue sky.
You do not see a clear blue sky. You see an overcast sky with rain pouring down.
You know what? It's rain. It's better than the oppressive pain of that shit land, so I'll be happy either way.
So,
True.
Brooke, as you look up, you also notice that Grim seems to be putting his face up into the sky, his eyes closed, just feeling the rain fall down on his face.
He's photosynthesizing.
Oh, it's good to be out of there.
It's very good to be out of there.
But where
Can I
the hell-
dramatically touch the grass?
Yes.
Okay, I do so.
Hey, Rod,
Roll to touch grass.
have I ever been here before?
You have not. You have
Cool.
no idea where you are. Naria, that goes for you too.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask.
Rod,
Yeah.
I'd like to cast condition weather and protect myself from getting wet for the next hour.
Nice.
Are you doing that?
Yes, it's a cantrip, so it's not crazy.
All right. Go for it.
I
What did you
did.
say?
Condition weather.
Oh,
I can protect myself from rain for an hour.
Where the soul am I?
Welcome
Hellgate
to
Dell.
Orchimedes, you have never heard of this place before. Naria, you have heard of this place.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Can I kind of like? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, can I kind of see on his face that he's confused as fuck,
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
ask him, "What are you from Eberron too?"
Good question.
You're not. You're from Faerun.
Right. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. Faerun, I think you Umi say.
Close enough.
All right. Well, where are you from in Faerun?
Hang on.
I don't know.
I gotta
He has
this.
a singular brain cell.
We worked on this. We worked on this.
I know. I'm trying to find my notes. Give me a second. I did write it down.
Do you want me to just tell you?
I'm reading my notes. But yes. If you know it off the top of your head, go for it.
Yes, you come from the plane of the Standing Stones to the east. You don't know it's to the east from where you are, but it's called the plane of the Standing Stones.
So, my tribe comes from the plane of the Standing Stones.
I don't think I've ever heard of that place. Anyone?
You're out to the east of here.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I know of it.
So, hold on. You're an orc, and you said you're from a tribe. You wouldn't happen to be part of the nomadic tribes. That I know of, but I have not... I don't know where the Standing Stones are.
Yeah, one of them.
Right.
It's from Craig Nadoon.
Wait, hold on a minute. What is your last name, Orchimedes?
Diamond Scorcher.
Oh, no shit, you're a part of a nomadic tribe. I know your people.
You kill me for fun.
No, they don't do that. Okay, so during the Wars of Unification of the Nine Hells, that my father, my grandfather, and his grandfather, and his grandfather...
We did this already.
We did? Never mind.
Yeah.
It's been a
After
while.
The
been a
crowd
while.
beast thing, we had the whole, like, meal and
Gotcha, okay.
backstory.
So
Yeah,
as a reminder,
killing you.
Kirith's family used to hire the Demon Scorchers back in the day during the Blood War.
Yeah, right.
Not that Blood War from the video game. Anyway,
Everything's the video game.
Maximum blood war.
yeah, Kirith just looks at you and says, "That makes sense. You come from there. Probably never saw rain before, huh?"
No, I'm familiar with rain.
Shit, I was excited to be like, "Look, it's rain, magical water from the sky." But no, can't have anything.
Eyes can pretend for you.
No, the moment's passed. All right. So, where exactly are we? I know we're in Hellgate Dell, but I haven't been to this side of the city. Anyone?
Is this the like the hole in the wall that Salt and I went and investigated with
Yes.
like boot prints and okay? It's like the north end of the city, or is that E for east?
It is the north
East.
end of the city.
Okay.
I think that was the place where they potentially broke in.
Yeah, I belay that information. I also would like to ask my baby boy, are you still capable of like becoming small?
I could definitely try.
He starts straining.
And he reduces in size. He becomes the skelt that you can carry in your clothing.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
So sick.
Nadia, Orchimedes, you both watch as this imposing looking Drake just clenches up and tenses up, and you see him like slowly becoming smaller until he becomes essentially the size of a salamander.
You do the fart.mp3.
Wow.
I don't think I have it.
Yes, you do. Someone does.
Somebody has to have it. No, I don't think so.
All of you.
It plays this as he does it.
Really? That's the only one that survived.
That's pretty epic.
And he turns into the size of a small salamander. It remains red and black the way he normally is.
I'm gonna go with
Wow.
Bearded Dragon and tuck him in my little coat, or like cloak or breastplate.
He goes in, he stays in there.
He is not leaving my sight this time.
You hear in your mind,
You need a bath.
You asshole.
What? You're not the one that, get all up in the
Fine.
stink.
Fine, go get shot down and see if I care.
Fine. Just take a bath soon, please. For both our sakes.
and he stops complaining.
Wow. How
Um,
does he do that?
Oh, I have no idea, but it is useful. Real quick, everyone. My cousin is here in my apartment with her dog and my godson. It has been an hour. Give me 5 to 10 minutes. We'll take our break now instead of later.
Oh, God, I gotta poop.
Yeah, just so I can. I love that woman. Just so we can, so that I can take the dog for a walk real quick. Because she's watching my godson. He's still a toddler. So
Yeah,
I'll be
okay.
back in a
I'm
bit.
shitsing.
I'm gonna brown. I'm shitsing.
Oh.
Bitches be shopping. Welcome back to D&D Wyndburgh, everyone.
Where we are bitches that are shopping.
Yes, we have returned. So, let us continue where we left off. Archimedes, you have discovered yourself to be in Hellgate Dell, a city you've never really heard of. In fact, you have no idea where in the Sword Coast you are. Nadia, you know where Hellgate Dell is, and in fact, you know a lot about this town.
Yep.
Yeah. Let us go from here. The floor is open for whoever wants to take the lead here.
I believe Archimedes and Maria were talking to each other, if I recall correctly.
What do I know about this place?
Nadia, give me a history check.
Okay.
With advantage, please.
Oh, advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
28.
On a 28. Hold on, I had to grab my my tome of information.
Ooh,
The tome of bone.
fancy dungeon master tome.
Nadia, you remember the following information. Founded in 372 DR by the Sylvanian elves, the original name for Hellgate Dell was Alegostis Hope, after the wife and queen consort of the tyrant elf king Barthor Sylvanus. Built as a bulwark against the attacks of both the remnants of Netheril and the free sword rebels that took up arms against the rule of the tyrant king, Alegostis Hope was meant to be a military outpost. But its scenic view of the high forest and the star mounts to the west and the frozen sea to the east attracted many amongst the Sylvanian aristocracy to resettle there. After the death of the tyrant king, the city's elven population diminished as new races moved in. Eventually, the city was renamed to Hellgate Dell due to the now dominant population of non-elves, and its focus shifted from being a bulwark to a city of scholars. In the dungeons below its keep, scholars found a stable gateway between the material plane and the demi-plane of the Shadowfell, and thus began a concerted effort to explore, document, and ultimately map the immediate area through the gateway. For 15 years, expeditions explored the seemingly unending labyrinths, retrieving powerful magic artifacts that appear to originate from the fallen Netherese Empire, artifacts that slowly but surely began corrupting the city's magic-studying elite. Expeditions then discovered that a Netherese arcanist had not only managed to infiltrate Hellgate Dell, but also had taken up residence within the Shadowfell area below it. There, the wizard Wulgrith worked himself into madness due to the eldritch insights he gained from communing with a sect of Batezu who worshipped the old gods. After going completely insane, Wulgrith ascended and abandoned his humanity by consuming the blood of the old gods. Now he, or it, controls the infinite expanse of the Hellgate Dell environs within the Shadowfell, hunting anything or anyone unlucky enough to be caught in his gaze.
Damn, she knew all that.
I guess she just yapped that.
Yeah.
She just started yapping. Can she be a character who just like randomly starts yapping about
We
history?
love an
I think-
introducing autist.
I've always sort of pictured her like that whenever she's in her element.
Same.
There's more, actually.
Okay.
The dark truth of all of this is that Wulgrith, and the reason I'm saying his name is because normally it would just be the necromancer that was present here, right? You know it's Wulgrith, right? Based on the information you know, you can very much easily assume that it is him. The dark truth is that Wulgrith is a remnant of the Netherese garrison that fought alongside Telemon Tun Thul during the battle at the end of time. Keep that battle name handy, because this is important. And is in fact one of the last surviving Netherese humans in all of Turil. After escaping death during Karsus's folly, Saltbrook, you recognize that event. Wulgreth made his way into the Shadowfell, evading detection by the Sylvanian forces for hundreds of years. Slowly but surely, Wulgreth lost his sanity, but before this came to pass, he amassed a considerable force of Shadowfell aberrations and led them on a siege against the Drakeworm Keep of the Nether Mountains. Although the keep had fallen into disrepair after hundreds of years, he still managed to seal one of the petrified Drakeworm eggs and brought it back to his hideout in the Shadowfell. There, Drakeworm in hand, he spent many years attempting to hatch it by flowing the life force of anyone unlucky enough to wander into his domain, oblivious to the fact that one more petrified egg remained. Obsessed with harnessing the power of the Drakeworms, Wulgrith filled his libraries with draconic literature, as well as the congealed brains of several dragonology experts, in order to understand the evolutionary paths that led the Dova to split despite the lack of environmental pressures. And that is all you know.
That's a lot.
Jeez, we got a yapper.
So out of this information, Nadia, it clicks for you. Like, of course, the portal out of the Shadowfell, out of Wulgrith's domain, would come out into Hellgate Dell. You didn't enter the Shadowfell here. You entered the Shadowfell to the north, in Sylvania.
Yeah.
But you ended up here, and now here you are. Okay.
Well,
would you like to relay that information to us?
Yes.
So she tell you all this.
I was also yapping, but I forgot I muted my mic, so I feel like an idiot.
Should have covered
One
that
yapper
basic.
at a time, ladies and gentlemen. One yapper at a time.
I guess Dale will just mutters like maybe you should update that information to past tense.
Provided he stays dead, like Saltbrook said.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's
count
the
on
small victories.
You were gonna say, Ethel?
I said I wouldn't count on that.
You know, I'm with Ethel on this one. I have fought demi-liches before. Sararak comes to mind. But he felt different from this. When Wulgrith died, it wasn't the same as when we defeated the Sararak in Chult. Or when we defeated the Sararak in Chult. Or when we defeated the Sararak in the Star Mounts.
One too many of Sararax. Between him, we have a revenant on our ass, and now
That's
this guy
one
who
of
wants to be
Sararax.
fucking blood.
What do I know about liches?
As a demon scorcher, your focus was on demons, but liches, you've seen your fair share of them. You were never trained to fight them specifically.
Okay.
What you do know is that liches essentially take their own souls and place them on into these things known as phylacteries. And so long as the phylactery itself is not destroyed, the lich can come back. However, it takes a monumental amount of power to hold a phylactery so filled to the brim with souls that whenever the lich has to reincarnate, they don't become weaker. That is what you know.
Okay.
So, Kirith cracks her knuckles. Back to the investigation at hand. And for you new people, hello. We are the Wyndburgh Wardens. You knew that. However, what you don't know is why we're here. Did any of y'all want to make the honors, or should I keep on, chattering?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
No, I was just gonna say I'm more concerned with what day it is, how long we were down there.
Good point.
That is a good point.
We can ask once we're back inside, but for now, we are on a diplomatic pass from a nation of Magna, switched between the Federation and Coalition. There was a massacre at Hellgate Dell, and we are on a... Initially, we were there to transport supplies and people into the city. Now we are conducting an investigation. To which side did the massacre, that is. Any questions?
What kind of leads have you got so far?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I can go over the information.
If you could, I don't remember anything that happened here.
This hole in the wall, Sylvan infantry boot tracks.
Oh yeah, potential Sylvian infiltration by goofy elves.
Fucking knife is. They're always
True.
behind it.
Yeah, very true.
It's me.
They found this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Ethel.
I was just gonna say I'm stuck on like really Christian furry Instagram reels, and I don't know how to get off it.
Christian furry Instagram reel.
Cat. Look up cat. Eventually, you'll get out of it. I've wandered into weird Instagrams as well.
Speaking
So.
from
My
experience.
recommendation?
Weird
Find
algorithm.
God.
Oh man.
Find Christ.
I had
please.
the Gunnar rhythm once.
Like once.
She was playing too much Baldur's Gate, and there was too much Astarian porn on our timeline.
Honestly, I have no idea. I think it thinks that I'm some sort of like a simp.
Well, you are.
I
Those are
think
some
I'm a
crazy.
Gunnar. I don't know why. They
Yeah,
think
no,
I'm a
not
Gunnar.
for you.
Aww.
We're starring.
No, it's been a while. He gave me an ick after I did the like bad playthrough basically. So. Ick.
Bro, ready
So-
for the pump and dump.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Anyway, they did find a crumpled note with information that was barely legible. However, I believe they have already deciphered this, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes, I did. Hold on, I have it. Somewhere.
Yeah, Emily just like grabbed onto it. It was so fucking cool.
I know you, and I knew immediately what it was.
Thank you.
It was
The
some
beauties of
nerd
being
shit.
known.
Fuck, did I not put it in the library? It's probably up in general. So anyway, it was something about like, the time is nigh, the carriages have been moved or some shit.
I have it. Would you like me to read it out?
Yeah, you do that.
The top cipher
Mm-hmm.
reads, "The tools have been placed outside." And and out here on the other side of the wall, because Orchimedes, Nadia, as you stand here, you see that the wall to Hellgate Dell here has a big gap on it that has been reinforced with makeshift barricades. They found that there were footprints that led inside, as well as chisel marks on the wall, indicating some sort of infiltration. The second line that Emily was able to decipher reads, "The carriages await and the medicine has been given." And according to the information they got from the inhabitants of Hellgate Dell, what they were able to get was that they heard 2 explosions in the night. One of them, they both happened after they saw a group that was identified by the people that witnessed it as a group of Sylvanian soldiers wearing elvish armor. There were 2 explosions, one on the eastern side of the city and one on the western side of the city. The one on the eastern side happened first, the one on the western side happened afterwards. And something they also noticed is that the specific route throughout the city is the route that Federation forces follow during their guard shifts. Roughly 3,000 people, civilians, were killed during this infiltration. And they have told you that they're here on a diplomatic mission to attempt to prevent the war. What exactly happened is up for all of you to discover.
Would there be anything I might be able to learn by looking at the chisel marks? Figure out, like, who made the tools, maybe?
Give me an investigation.
Cool. Only 11.
On an 11, you take a look at the wall itself, and the marks are very indistinct. They're nothing specific jumps out at you. But Archimedes standing out here, and let me confirm this with Saltbrook and Ethel. You two did not climb through the passage. It was blocked last time you were here, correct?
Yes.
I thought it was just a hole in the wall, but
I'm pretty sure they blocked it. I don't think we walked through it, though.
okay.
Archimedes, as you walk up to the hole in the wall, you find that you step onto something. Something beneath your feet. Small clattering noise as you step onto it. And as you look down, with that 11 in investigation, it's very obvious. These are the tools. Whatever tools were used, these are it. You find that they're of human make. These were not made by elves or dwarves or anything like that. These are very, very obviously human tools.
Hello, Charles.
I see. Obviously, I'll share that with the party.
Okay. Human tools being used by Sylvanian elves.
This stinks like God damn it. This stinks like sabotage.
Anyone can get those boots. Anyone can get those uniforms.
All right.
You got grease on your head.
So what are we thinking? Someone impersonated Sylvanian elves.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I would never trust the men as far as I could throw them.
Could
Well,
be
don't
the
let
other
your
way around.
blind side go past.
Well, I agree. I would not trust humans very much. You are a Sylvanian elf, Ethel.
Likely the medicine and tool, or medicine being spoken of, are probably a code for something. Wager the explosives, I presume.
What about the carriages?
Tools to bring them in. Makes sense if the notes were to be uncovered. That would be odd if the tools parts, or perhaps not, but why would they deliver medicine and place the tools outside the walls at the same time? Actually, go ahead.
Sorry. Was the hole chiseled then, or is that where the explosion was?
No, from the information they have given you, there was an explosion to the east and one explosion to the west within the city.
Right.
You are currently in the northern part of the city.
Well, surely then one of us would come to the conclusion that like you'd need quite a lot of strength to chisel your way through the walls.
True.
Could have been done
Seems
over
a bit
time
excessive
too.
for a human.
Unless there had already been a hole here and something was just made to make it larger.
Could it perhaps been magical?
It's a good question.
Solbrook, you did not check the hole for magic.
I would like to check the hole for magic.
War he did.
He checked the area here, not the hole itself.
I get to check in
That would have me a 24.
On a 24, Solbrook, you find faint traces of transmutation magic.
Magic was used. Transmutation magic. Perhaps the tool was a scroll? Or perhaps it was just simply a wizard or some sort.
Grim sort of raises his hand up, sort of asking to speak.
Graham,
No,
you're an
that's not
adult. You can just talk.
I'm no spellcaster, but I do understand transmutation. And, you know, he shows you by going back and forth between his glamored self and his normal appearance. Solbrook, what do you detect when I do this? And he switches over to a Warforged. And then he returns.
What do I detect on a 18?
It's the same resonance.
Perhaps they had an entrance then. They just hid it.
An illusory wall, perhaps.
Perhaps, yes. That would explain why it was so sudden. They chiseled it out in their own time and hid it. By a transmutation. No one would have suspected anything. It would explain why it was so quick, too. And why nobody really heard anything of that sort. Though it was quiet if it was chiseling, I suppose.
Would have taken a long time.
Could have been. Certainly might have been.
Battle at the High Forest. Sorry. Battle at the Far Forest has been going on for about a month now. What comedians do you believe that in a month this could be done?
Yeah. I could do it overnight.
You and an orc.
Fair.
Talking about mostly humans in the coalition. Or am I wrong,
Yeah.
Solbrook?
The Umis, that'd take ages.
Or elves even would take a longer period of time than a night, if it is them. What did you say, Grim?
The coalition. How diverse is it? Are we thinking simply as humans, or are we thinking of different species?
I recall it's pretty much almost been always humans in the coalition that we've seen.
Skyrim belongs to the Nords ass motherfuckers.
Real
Well, if
humans for the most part.
most of them are humans, then a month's time to do this work. Archimedes, you concur that it's possible. Transmutation
Especially-
magic. But what of the explosions? What of this medicine? What of these carriages? We're still missing information here.
Yeah.
Should we check for tools for magic?
Sure.
Is it worth doing?
Sure.
I do have identify, so.
I was gonna say that should be our next
Ooh.
course, is to check any apothecarian or hospital and see if they've had a shipment of medicine recently, or if it's code word. We can determine whether or not it's code if they do or don't have a shipment of medicine from that night.
It's a very good idea.
Furthermore, we could see as well if it's poisoned medicine, perhaps, if it is a legitimate shipment.
Well, you guys could do that. Aline and I could go sniffing for explosive and poison.
Very good. Right. Let's break.
Go team.
Go team.
I'll check the eastern side, see what I can
Go
find.
you guys.
Very good.
So we splitting up looking for clues. Gotcha.
Yeah.
As if we weren't just in the literal Shadowfell.
There is a tavern in this town, if I'm not mistaken. Dale, I believe you went there, yes?
Charlie must have been like the chief.
Right. I remember there was this one guy, pretty unremarkable, giving me a vague warning about something.
We could meet
Does
up there.
Does the tavern have food?
I assume so, yes.
We could look for clues, and 1 hour from now, we'll all meet at the tavern. Eat something, regain our strength. Or your strength, I should say.
Pink pony in. Oh,
Pink pony in.
What hast thou done? What a pink pony, wench.
Pony maid, get the lyrics right. From Hildegard von Braun or whatever her name is that sings those
Damn
covers.
knifeys.
I was trying to do the Werner Herzog.
What hast thou done?
I would like to see the bitches at the club.
Isilden, I'll go with you.
I just had some, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Who wishes to go?
What's going on?
Hi, Pat.
What's happening?
Miss you, bud.
Everyone's ahead of my dad.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Em's dad is the greatest. I love him.
I am dad.
My dad wants to know if you ever had a banana.
Bananada.
No.
Yes, I have. They're good,
I
right?
keep saying it like that. Banana.
Bananada.
My coworkers gave me some as a gift. And Emily and I like them.
It's delicious, right?
They are.
It's fantastic. Wait until you have goyabada. It's a guava type of sweet. It's very good.
I fucking love
I do
guava
like
fruit.
guava.
I'll bring some next time I come.
Guava and papaya. And I really
I'm gonna eat some
Yes.
aloe vera.
Guava the Hutt.
Papaya smoothie
Yes.
with the rum style liqueur or the liqueur on top was an amazing dessert.
Yes.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know, M's dad came to Brazil, and I met up with him at the airport. I almost missed him. Like a minute later, I would have missed him. I did it by surprise,
That's
so
how
he didn't
much
know.
it's meant to be, man.
Yeah. And his last night there, I also met up with him. We had dinner. It was fantastic.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Charlie.
All right. So how would we like to split up the party?
Can always double back to the tavern with Graham if he wants to go.
Oh, I'd rather go with Isilden. Help her search for explosives in prison.
Right.
What?
You're still exhausted. Should go rest.
That too.
I don't want to rest. The city's still in danger and we don't know what happened. I can rest later. I need less rest than you people do.
What do you mean by you people?
I mean organics.
People stop talking when I have my microphone on. With all the love in my heart, I'm begging. I don't have a fucking room in this house. He does, to be fair.
Woof.
How do we want to split up?
Good question.
Yeah.
Since I have identify, I could probably go check on the carts or the places where we suspect the tools to be magical and property.
Ooh, I could do that as well.
Yeah.
I could call dibs on Melvier because she's a feral little magic sniffer.
I suppose I could help I don't want to be involved with any fighting, though.
I highly doubt there's going to be any fighting now.
Puts her on a leash.
In fact, once we're done with this, I'd very much like to go home.
You made it clear.
All right, fine. I suppose I'll go with... Who should I go with? Who could use big and stupid, I suppose?
You're not. All right, come with me. You can lift barrels of explosives if we find them.
Thank you. That's what I was built for.
Should I don't know what do you guys want the artificer to do?
The other large strong man.
Well,
so when it comes to splitting the party like this for investigations, my recommendation is that people with contrasting skills go together to give as much coverage as possible. So
gotcha.
Grim's big, strong, and charismatic. Ithilden is very good at tracking, very good at figuring things out. Archimedes, very big and strong, but also very good with engineering and how things work. Nadia, very good at figuring out magical properties. Saltbrook, also very good at figuring out magical properties, but he's also a soldier. Dale, gift of gab. Very easy to talk to people and to extract information from them. Kirith, she's also a soldier. Malvir can sniff out magical artifacts and magical stuff as well. So think of the skills that each character possesses and their specialties, and figure out whether you want to hyper-focus those specialties and run the risk of missing something, or if you want to focus on coverage and try to cover every angle by bringing together contrasting specialties. That would be my suggestion. How you go about this is completely up to you.
Okay, let's go, Orky boy.
Who's you calling Orky boy? Goddamn knifeys.
What was your name again?
Yo!
Blood mode.
Got you there.
Okay, so we have Archimedes and Naria on one team. Which side of the city would you like to go to?
Maybe west.
Which side has a tavern? Just, you know, asking for a friend.
Is over here.
I should definitely start on that side.
He's an orcaholic.
Yeah.
Alcohol orc?
Very in character.
He's an alcohol orc.
A drunk boy.
A grog boy.
Yes.
You have to poison the grog, Talion. Go on. Commit war crimes.
Yeah. Yes.
10 out of 10. Would still drink.
Celebrimbor told you to. All right. Saltbrook, Dale, who would you like to go with?
Saltbrook, where do you want to go?
Probably do the gates to see if we can track down where those thingy where the wagons went.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Ethel, you have your choice. Kirith, Grim, Malvir.
I don't get all three.
You could.
Yeah, give me all of the NPCs.
Alright. Alright.
We don't need more subgroups here.
Where are you planning to go?
It's a great question. Well, they're getting the front gates. Or is Orkin,
Archimedes and Naria are going east. Sorry, going west over here. Saltbrook and Dale are headed over to the front gates on the western side. And you have your choice of where else to go.
I guess to the south of the city.
Okay.
We'll go and make a sniff check through and make our way to the other side.
All right. Everybody do me a favor and roll a flat d20
Okay.
with your partner, I should say, and add that number.
I rolled a 7.
Ethel, I'll roll for Grim.
I got
15.
12. So,
Good day.
That
so
makes us a 19.
Yep.
Okay, 19 and a 12, you said?
No, that's just together.
7 and a 12. So
Okay,
19.
so 19.
We got a 7 and a 14.
Medes and
Yep.
Naria, that's a total of 23?
No,
No? How much is it?
7 and a 14.
Total of...
21.
Okay, thank you. You stupid. No, I'm
It's
not.
okay.
It's almost, it's half 12. Okay, I'm slow.
Ethel,
It's okay.
what'd you get?
8.
An 8 plus 15. How much is that?
23.
23! I knew 23 was going to be here somewhere. Predicted it. Okay, Ethel, we'll start with you then.
Oh, good.
Ethel, as you make your way through the streets of Hellgate Dell, you've investigated the northern side from where you came. You have not investigated the southern side. Although you did pass through here. It was here that you heard that old man, that beggar, speaking in tongues about something that before you went to the Shadowfell didn't make a lot of sense. But now, it kind of does. He
I
talked
don't remember what he said.
He talked about divine blood. He talked
Yes,
about the
okay, I
blood
remember
of
that.
she who has been forgotten.
Is the old man gone?
Oh yeah, he's gone. As if he had never been there to begin with.
Period. He loves spooky stuff like that.
I'm an
I will
old
hurry-
man and I decree.
Quit telling everyone I'm dead. Dead.
Miss Piggy, quit telling everyone I'm dead. Dead.
Patrick Mahomes, not now. I will hurriedly walk past wherever that was and onward.
As you approach the southern side of the city, you still see Federation patrols here and there. You also see a small encampment of them within the city walls. Nowhere in the city are there any tents. In fact, most of them are outside. But you do see that there's a small encampment of them, 4 tents, along with a group of Federation soldiers huddled up for warmth around a campfire, which I forgot to put down. Dumb. And that is way too big. But it'll do.
No.
There we are. Huddled around a campfire for warmth. They seem to be giving you all a little bit of a stink eye.
No, that's not weird or anything.
What would you like to do?
I'll kind of whisper to Grim and Kareth. Can you guys go do what you do best?
Oh, you mean be absolutely enchanting? It
Yes,
would be my
princess, I mean
pleasure.
that.
Mind you, Kirith has a 0 in charisma. She has a 10, but a plus 0. I'll go with her, make sure she doesn't say anything stupid. And you see as they both approach, and they begin to talk. What would you like to focus on, Ethel? The conversation or something else around this area?
While they do that, I'll kind of grab Malvir's little hand and kind of trot over to, just down the path closer to the tents. I'll tell her, flit around, see if you can detect anything magic. And then I grab little Thalion from underneath my cloak, and I ask him, go sniff out anything you can, and then I will do the same.
Right on it.
And Malvir flits around. You see her big bug eyes just sort of looking all over the place.
I do imagine her with like gray alien eyes.
Oh yeah, that's if I remember correctly, that's how Locke described it. She has just like massive alien eyes. Like there's no pupils, there's no white sclera, it's just black sclera completely. Ethel, you feel a twinge of recognition as Thalion sniffs around through your telepathic bond.
In my mind then, what is it? I'll ask him.
There's a weird smell in the air. I think I've felt it before.
I'll tell him sit tight, and I try to sniff out what he does.
Give me a nature check.
Yeah. 16.
On a 16, Ethel, you...
Stop mogging, Saltbrook.
Ethel, you detect the faint smell of almonds in the air.
Oh, yeah, because we were smelling sugar before, or like something sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Thalion had run off after it, and that's how he got sucked into the Shadowfell.
Yes.
Okay. See, I would assume that even in this world, smelling something sweet would mean something explosive, but hopefully it doesn't mean Shadowfell smell. I do recall him just for that benefit and have him hop back up on my little shoulder. But I do keep trying to sniff out where this sweet almond smell is coming from.
It is coming from the north.
From like back the way we came.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I grab my little weird fairy thing by the hand and start going back that way and whistle for the other two.
It smells sweet.
I know.
Almonds have been here.
Almonds.
The deadliest
Can I
of
have
foes.
some almonds? It's been so long.
Do you have any delicious coins I may munch on?
I have rocks.
I will take them. You are very kind.
She has a gizzard. Oh my god, does she have a gizzard?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I've decided that that's canon, so.
Okay.
As you begin making your way back north, you notice that there's a lot of boisterous laughter coming from the group. Would you like to approach?
No. I would just whistle for my lackeys.
And then as you're whistling to them, you just hear, so why do necromancers never get invited to parties? Because they always bring up old friends. And everybody starts laughing. Oh, I have to go. Gentlemen, very nice making your acquaintance. And you hear one of the Federation soldiers turn to him and say, you too, Grim. It's very nice to meet you. Hey, who's that over there? Who's the blonde one? Oh, that's Ethildin. She's one of my companions. And they just turn around and follow over to you. Oh man, those guys are good. Very funny. They can keep up with the best of them. I like them.
Shame they're not dumber.
Hey, I take offense to that. My jokes are very funny. And smart, too.
I didn't mean that. Come on.
As you continue moving north, you keep following the smell of almonds. It's getting stronger and stronger as you go north. Next up, Orchimedes and Naria. We're going to cut from here and go to Orchimedes and Naria. As the two of you approach the western entrance of Hellgate Dell, you notice quite a buildup of soldiers outside. In fact, as you make it here, the Federation formation that was ahead of you turns right and begins making their way up to the north, following the wall. But outside of the gates, you see a Federation of a formation of Federation spearmen standing guard. And as you approach, it hits you. The smell of rot, of decay, of singed, charred flesh. It's all over your nose. It's hard to keep it from stinging. In fact, it's hard to keep yourself from gagging. This is the smell of death. You stand on the inside still. Standing there, you notice that the gate on this western side has been essentially melted and burst open. Repairs have not been done yet. This is a metal gate, made of iron, most likely. And so it makes sense that there are Federation soldiers that stand guard out here. What would you like to do?
Well, this is rather unpleasant, referring to the smell. Sarcastically.
Yeah, it reminds me of my camp when I found the clan massacred.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Boy, that's a lot to unpack.
It's like a little Vietnam flashback.
That's horrendous.
The idea that, like, oh wow, this smells bad. Oh, it reminds me of my father's carcass.
Whoa.
That is fantastic.
You seem quite dissociated from it all.
Oh man, do continue.
Right.
I feel like she would just be taken aback like, quite a bit.
Bro, what the fuck?
Just like,
Oh
oh my
You're
God.
scaring the hose.
Oh, I'm so sorry for what happened to you.
What do you think did this damage to the gates?
Do you think we could come and investigate closer?
Yes, you can absolutely do that, both of you.
Do you think they will get upset if we approach it?
You may try.
Sure.
See what happens.
I am struggling a bit, very tired, but I can power through.
Okay.
He's on the final brain cell.
Good, we're good.
Do. So I feel like, yeah, Naria would approach it first, very slowly. See what the reaction is.
Okay. As you approach the gate itself, you see that one of the Federation soldiers just sort of like looks over his shoulder, and then he just goes back to. He hears you coming, so he turns around to just look at you, and then he turns around and returns to his guard.
Oh, they don't care. Come over.
Okie dokie.
He's so funny. I feel like she would
Sort of
just be like,
lumber over.
she would be like holding back her laughter inside, like.
This is a very
He's so
particular
funny.
work. He has this sort of Forrest Gump thing going. I remember when my family died.
Yeah, it's like
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know when
we
your
drank Old
family
Bailey's
will
for
die.
you.
It's like you've been through a lot.
You can tell a lot about a person by their blood, how they died. That's about it. If you would like to investigate the gate, give me an investigation roll, please.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
From both of you.
Oh, both of us. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I got a solid 12.
I got a 9.
Okay. I got a rock.
God, we suck.
On a 9.
I got a rock.
On a 9. Well, on a 12, actually. Archimedes, despite the mediocre roll, with your information, with your knowledge as an artificer, you can tell that whatever destroyed this gate came from the inside. The outward expansion of the metal, the melting pattern from the inside, you can tell that whatever destroyed it came from the inside. In fact, when you look at the cobblestone walls surrounding it, you see that the explosion originated right at the center of where a 2-door gate would have been. The walls themselves are not singed, but there is a small crater that has clearly been filled in with dirt right at the center of where doors would most likely meet.
Right.
You also find that there are splinters all over the place. And when I say splinters, I mean a lot of splinters. A lot of scrapped wood that has been stepped on and stepped over and pushed into the mud of the road. Far more than what would be present in in say a single barrel, for example. This was, whatever this was way bigger than that.
Okay. So could it have been like some sort of magical explosive powder? Sort of thinking of the black powder or something from Indie. Baldur's Gate, like the rune powder barrel or something.
You do realize that the amount of wood that you do see is way more than what would be present in a single barrel, or even a few barrels.
Yeah.
This is a lot more broken scrap wood that would normally result in something like this. And you know this because you've done your experiments with explosives before.
Yeah.
Are you sharing this with me?
Yes.
Ooh.
Dial-up noises.
He's got dial-up noises. Oh. It came from the inside. And there's a lot more. There's a lot of wood splinters. Would it be a carriage?
Maybe.
Could it have been?
I don't know.
Can I investigate it for magic as well?
Arcana. Please roll that for me.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Should I also do an Arcana roll?
I've
You
got a
can.
19.
If you'd like
nah.
to try and get above a 19, go for it.
That I can.
Okay. Nadia, as you investigate this site, you do not find evocation. You do not find abjuration. You again find, well, not again because it was Saltbrook, but in line with what Saltbrook found at the north area, you find transmutation again.
Again.
And with your knowledge of the arcane arts, transmutation isn't used to explode something. In fact, it's less prevalent than the faint smell of gunpowder and of sulfur in the air. It's an extremely faint twinge of transmutation magic, as if it was here for an instant and then had moved on.
I feel like we kind of missed the fact that there's a smell of rot in the air, and we haven't thought of thinking, like, where the hell is that coming from?
It seems to flow in
as well.
It seems to flow in from outside of the gate. It's coming in from the west.
Okay. Ooh.
As you're thinking about this, you see one of the Federation soldiers cough and gag for a moment.
Oh.
You hear him complain. This must be the worst posting I've ever had in my life.
God, are they burning bodies out there?
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
The Federation soldier turns
sounds
around.
like it.
One of the Federation soldiers turns over his shoulder and he says, "Yeah, where have you been for 2 weeks?"
Oh, well, funny you should ask.
Oh?
Underground.
Is that something I should keep an eye on?
Nah, he's just had too much to drink. Don't listen to him.
Roll a deception check for me.
Oh no!
No.
I got 23.
All right. He just turns around and ignores it. He's more focused on the smell of rot coming in from the outside, trying to not gag or puke.
So Archimedes, what do you think? I kind of want to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't know how about you, but I don't feel very good about this place.
I'm gonna inspect for crater, see if I can figure out the explosives.
Okay. Archimedes, with your background, you're able to decipher immediately what it is.
Yep.
As you check the crater itself, you dig a little bit of the fresh dirt and mud out of it, and you find shards of melted slag. This is something that exploded not directly on the ground. It was above it. And as it exploded, it created these pieces of molten slag as if it was inside some sort of metal container. However, the slag itself also has pieces of charred wood embedded into it, as if it melted around wood that has been splintered.
Okay. Some sort of air burst.
From the splinters itself.
Figure out what the slag is.
Yes, you can tell that it is iron. It's very easily iron. It has the smell of it. It has the taste of it. If you'd like to stick it in your mouth.
Sure.
No, don't do that.
Nadia, you watch.
Archimedes, no.
Nadia, you watch as Archimedes just grabs, like he pulls the dirt out of it, takes a piece of metal, and then just like touches it to his tongue a little bit, and then he stops for a moment, and then he sticks it in his tongue again.
Why do you have to stick everything into your mouth?
Iron.
Hey, yep.
I mean, if that helps you, then sure.
A nice orange vintage. This was made 3 months ago.
So, what could have been made out of iron? You know more about this than me.
Archimedes, your experience as an artificer in this situation, you know that it's some kind of bomb.
Yeah.
The bomb itself would not have been made from iron, but based on this molten slag, and based on the fact that the iron gate is also melted apart from blown up, you decipher the following information. This explosive was held inside something, whether for protection, whether for concealment. And whatever it was inside of was just strong enough to protect it or conceal it, but not strong enough to deal with the blast. And the heat and power of the blast melted a part of it. This container was also connected to something that had to do with wood high off of the ground. And by high, I mean roughly around your waist. Which explains why the splinters are positioned on the bottom side of the slag itself, meaning that the iron itself melted on top of the splinters. So the splinters hit the ground first.
How high is my waist? Because I'm kind of tall. Like roughly how high would the roughly Nadia's
middle of her biceps.
Oh my god.
About 1.3 meters, 1.5.
Something like that.
So we're looking for wood and metal constructs about 1.5 meters off the ground.
And for those of you Americans in the chat, that is 4.92 feet. The joys of preparation.
Yep.
Ah, yes, the most democratic unit of measurement, feet.
Oh my god.
Yes,
We love our feet in America.
Freaks! We're gonna cut and move over to Dale and Saltbrook. Dale, Saltbrook, as you arrive once again into this gatehouse, you notice that when you come back here, there's a smell in the air. Strong. Very, very perceptible. You don't even need to roll for it. It's sweet. And Dale, as someone who knows the comforts of life, more so than Saltbrook, based on your background,
fucking pencil pusher.
You know that this is the smell of almonds. Very, very specifically. And Saltbrook, as a soldier, and specifically as a soldier from Eberron, you know exactly what the other smell here is. This is gunpowder. Now, gunpowder exists here in Faerun, and it has its uses, but Eberron was the first of the realms to perfect the usage of firearms, muskets, flintlocks, and you are way too accustomed to that smell. This is black powder. It's strong, but not nearly as strong as the sweet smell that it's almost as if it's still here. Whatever was creating it could very well still be right nearby.
Let's, should we use investigation to find the origin of this sweet, sweet almond smell? Nut smell, if you will.
You smell almonds.
Yeah, I think it's either that or gunpowder.
I smell gunpowder.
Oh.
Dale, I would say that you barely perceive the gunpowder. It's extremely faint, but it's something that Saltbrook does notice very, very clearly. It's tied to memory. This man fought in the last war of Eberron, where flintlocks and muskets were everywhere. Much more pervasive than here in Faerun.
Let me rephrase that then. It's either that or somebody's scented candle is burnt too much.
It's gunpowder more than anything.
Shall we?
Both of you give me investigation.
Yup. Actually, could I help? So, wait, Saltbrook, what's your investigation?
It's a +5.
My investigation is +13. So if you can help me, and I could get an advantage on that roll.
No need. I have an 18.
Okay.
Just throw caution into the wind.
I'll just roll with mine as well.
Wow.
All right. It's actually a 13, so 26.
There you go.
Yeah, we rolled the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
With both of
That's
you,
crazy.
with both of you on a 26, Solbrook, you immediately lock on to the smell of gunpowder, and it brings you directly ahead of you. In this area right here, around you, there is this constant smell of gunpowder on the ground around you. In fact, as you follow it, you find that you can smell it on the walls of the building next to you, which have been cracked, as well as the cobblestone walls of the gatehouse itself, which don't show cracks, but the smell of gunpowder is pervasive on them.
That's likely one of the detonations was here.
What you also notice, Saltbrook, is that if you were to tilt your head up, it seemingly disappears. It's hard to smell it at all.
And if I tilt my head down?
If you tilt your head down from a neutral position, it is almost as if whatever created it was right in front of you.
I had to touch my hand to the ground.
As you touch your hand to the ground, you brush the top dirt off of to the side. It's still wet, it's mud, but as you push the first layer of mud off of the ground, you realize that you can find soot. It's gray, light gray ash, a fine layer that is mixed with the mud, seemingly undisturbed.
Mm-hmm. Can I do a little Arcana check to see if there's any magical properties lingering?
Sure.
Oh, it was gonna be a 21 and turned to 11. That's sad.
Oof. I could have helped you with that.
So
but,
11
all
plus 5? Oh no, 6 plus 5.
Yes.
On an 11, Saltbrook, again, the same feeling from before is here. It's faint. Very faint. Transmutation magic.
Could I look around to see if there's any wagon parts about?
Yes.
Strewn, scattered, things that, wood splinters that shouldn't be there.
Yes, you may. 1 second, everyone. I need to make a correction. Okay.
No.
From every time that I've said transmutation so far, substitute that in your minds for illusion magic.
Oh.
My apologies.
So
Oh,
I had the same idea. But
It was something like that anyway.
Right. The
So they're
idea is
using it for
similar,
mass.
but it is
Yeah, yeah,
illusion,
yeah.
very specifically.
Okay.
You were saying, Dale?
So I'm assuming I'm gonna assume that whatever you're doing, you're relaying to me, so that
Yes.
I know. It's like, so using illusion to mask what's obviously there.
A bomb, I think. I could disguise as medicine if I had to guess. I'm gonna look around for those wood splinters.
Start rolling an investigation check. Dale, with your 26, you smell those almonds.
Okay.
But here's the interesting part. the smell passes by you. Its source, it's almost as if the source was here for a long time. But it goes behind you. It leads away from the gate into the city.
Can I follow it?
You may.
All right. I'm going to follow it up to 120 feet so I can telepathically tell Saltbrook where I'm going.
Okay.
Saltbrook, the smell of almonds are coming with inside the city.
That's not too surprising.
But why almonds?
As you continue to follow it, you realize that it seems to lead into the keep.
Before I leave 120 feet, I'm going to tell Saltbrook that it's coming from the keep, and then I'm going to go into the keep.
And before cyanide.
Yum.
Does cyanide smell like almonds?
Yep.
Does it smell like something else?
Yep.
Okay. I might be thinking of something else. All right. Anyway.
Saltbrook, I'm gonna cut from you, Dale. You'll understand why. Saltbrook.
No.
What was that investigation check?
It would have been a 9, but I used Darkwind's own luck to make it a 15.
Gotcha. On a 15, Saltbrook, you're no stranger to wagons and caravans. Being a mercenary for the Coalition will do that to you, having escorted them all over the Sword Coast before, specifically before war was declared. It's all over the place. Whatever exploded here was held most definitely inside a carriage.
I'll telepathically communicate to Dale. I think they moved.
That's not how that works.
I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, I can only talk to you. You can't talk back to me.
I'd like to pick up a rock and throw it at Dale's head to get his attention.
Okay, cool.
Roll a d20, see if it hits.
Sending stone.
Roll a d20 to see if it hits. Armor class 16.
Okay. What do I use for that?
Just roll a d20.
I think it's
should I get a bonus on that?
throwing. It's technically a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Or an improvised ranged wepen.
You roll
Can
a
I
hit.
use a? Use the rock as my packed weapon.
Oh my god. You manifest a packed weapon as a small rock.
Manifest.
Yeah, because then I get a +5 to my hit roll.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna roll my pistol because it's do the same.
Uh-oh.
I get a 9. Okay.
Yep, so that's a 150 damage.
Yep.
I'm
Dale
going,
dies.
I'm going to awaken
exactly.
in order to do this. Dale, you see as a small rock just sort of like hits over to your right, several feet away from you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I immediately turn over to direction, and I'm assuming I'm seeing Saltbrook just hands on hips, just looking very disappointed at me.
Like post throw, he's still like sort of bent over a little bit.
I was getting his attention.
Yeah, so I turn over. Am I still in telepathy
Yes,
range?
I'll say yes in this
Okay.
case.
What is it?
Motherfucker, I can't respond to you, can I?
No, you can't. But you can like pantomime. I can see you now, so you can like motion me over.
I'm gonna flip my hand
performance.
up.
Roll performance.
I'm gonna plug my hand up. I'm gonna make a finger and just say, "Come over here" with my finger.
Oh,
Okay, come hither. Okay, I
I'm
understand.
hither dice.
I was gonna ask you for performance, damn.
I wasn't gonna like do something crazy. I was just like get over here.
I feel like that
like
wouldn't require check.
just like pantomime it.
What?
Fucking
The
know
come
that.
hither is a pantomime, but it's a very common one. Everyone knows it.
It's not
Sure.
exactly like it's a difficult gesture to.
We're not playing
determine.
charades, Rod.
He just does like he just puts his
Yeah, no,
hands
it's
like
someone
wheels
puts his hands out and it's like, okay, 2 words.
three words. The middle
One
one
detonation.
is inside of it, and the first one is like a thing that explodes.
It's like, okay, so a snake? A snake? Is it a snake? Okay. Anyway, I go over.
Do you go over there? Okay.
Yeah, I go over there.
This is the epicenter of one of the explosions, I believe.
Okay. So, what do you make of it?
Wager, we're probably correct in the assumption they're speaking in some kind of code then. As I don't think most medicine is deigned to explode. And you can see as well, I'm gonna point around to a bunch of like chips of wood and splinters. The wagon did not survive the endeavor.
Do you think illusion was used to disguise the potions as medicine?
Most certainly. Well, the explosives is medicine, but yes, most certainly. Would explain why they were even allowed in the village in the first place, or the town in the first place.
Or at least the first part.
Yeah. I'll accompany the keep, though. I don't know if there's much else to be gleaned out here so far.
I need perception from both of you.
Okay. Actually, can I help Saltbrook with that?
Sir, I got a 31. I do not require aid.
All right, cool.
The man has trained his one good eye to be his one great eye.
Yeah.
It's like a radar dish.
Solbrook, from behind Dale, over by the front of the keep, you see as two healers, two medics, doctors, seem to carry on a stretcher a body. And the body is covered with a sheet. Dale, it hits you almost immediately. The smell of almonds.
Oh no.
And we're gonna end it here.
Cyanide.
CSI Saltbrook.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Saltbrook. Dun, 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 dun. All right, everyone. Yes. That song had no right going as hard as it did.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Everyone, thank you very much for coming. I will see you all next week as we continue our mysterious investigation of the massacre of Hellgate Keep.
Finally.
What other investigation would it be?
Okay, go fuck yourself.
Serious
my God.
investigation of mystery.
Would it be a good investigation if it wasn't mysterious?
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will see you all later.
Love
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Good night.
Bye-bye.